Name's Raheem Flowers. It's my first video as a 25-year-old. Birthday just passed on Saturday, and pretty optimistic about what's going to transpire throughout the rest of the year and just my life period. Anywho, so I was watching a brief video on Vlad TV about Vlad being called a culture vulture and Lord Jamar admitting and acknowledging that he's a culture vulture. But Vlad is a culture vulture with some sensibility and some, I guess, with a conscience, according to the caption of the title. I also want to put guys like Akademiks and even Martin Shkreli in that same category. Like, to me, hip-hop needs individuals like them, because we can't expect people to be 100% benevolent, noble, full of morality. That's just not the reality. People are going to be exploitative, just like these labels, and then you're going to have media outlets. So I look at it like this: why not look at somebody who at least have a devil, so to speak, that offers something informative that you can go back on and you can go and grab those jewels. So that's how I look at them. I look at Akademiks as an individual who gives you very informative, accurate, and more or less impartial information. My issue with Akademiks is he has a tendency to be overly diplomatic to the point where it's become part of his persona. But human nature dictates that we're all gonna have some form of bias. So how objective can you really be? I mean, I even saw a little video on on Akademiks and Joe Budden apparently having a show together on Complex called Everyday Struggle. And you know, Joe Budden, even though he's a condescending asshole, he brought up a good point. Akademiks likes to play it safe. He does. He gives you a very diplomatic response. Not necessarily politically correct, but a diplomatic response. And then I look at Vlad. Vlad is an individual who has a variety of individuals, from porn stars to video vixen girls to ratchet Negroes. He even had AOKD on there and Rico Reckless, which is ironic, not too long ago. And then he has Lord Jamar. He's had Immortal Technique. He's had, even though I don't fuck with these niggas, Umar and Tariq and Boyce Watkins, you know. So I would say you need those type of outlets. Those are the ones that tend to delve into things that the rest of these industry niggas will not delve into. I have to give Vlad credit for that. I have to give Akademiks credit for that. And even Martin Shkreli, when he went out his way to buy that Wu-Tang album for, I believe, it's like $2 million. And the fact that he draws a lot of attention, even though, yeah, Martin Shkreli seems like a sociopath and just one big jester, similar to Lil B, who ironically is coming at Vlad's neck when Vlad used to support him back in like 2009, 10. But yeah, so it's not all bad. Something gotta give, man. You can't expect to be in a world and have the best of everything. So that's how I look at it. Guys like them are a very important asset, even though I look at them as a double-edged sword. But you're always gonna have that in life. You can't expect to have just righteousness. You're gonna have ratchetness as well, as Charlemagne puts it. Yep. So that's pretty much my take on it, man. As far as being a culture vulture goes, I mean, why not just have somebody who's giving you something that you can take pieces of and incorporate it so you can make it something more positive and constructive. And that's what they do. Yep. I don't think Vlad should try to defend being a culture vulture because he is. He's instigated a lot of issues with rappers, black men. He likes to just assert this whole homosexual agenda that goes on, and he has a tendency to be passive aggressive when he's having issues with individuals, such as Joe Budden when Joe Budden said fuck him. So yeah, there's that as well. So that's how I look at it. And Akademiks, I mean, even though his information is solid, his information is not something fluky, I find Akademiks to be somebody that's pretty fluky, because he himself, I don't want to be around a nigga who tries to be objective about everything. Even though I like to be critical and objective, but there's a point in time. I mean, how loyal of an individual can that be? Because somebody gives you a tint of logic and some form of rationale, you're just gonna be like, well, I can't really take sides. I mean, that's not a loyal dude. That's somebody who's just loyal to being on the side, who's just loyal to the fence. He's a fence sitter. So that's how I look at it. That's all I gotta say for now. Peace out, world. Have a good day. Have a better weather than goddamn Chirac, Chicago.